Hello, beautiful ones. I hope you're all having a beautiful now. I invite you all to take a deep breath with me now and just to be here and present wherever you are. Today I wanted to talk about how no matter what stage of our development we are in, how we can all start to make a difference now, how we can all start to help things improve. Can you imagine if every single person on the planet decided to just do one little thing to add to the goodness in the world? And I'm speaking of helping those around us. I'm speaking of helping. Sometimes that could mean helping ourselves. So that could mean you going to get a massage, you taking a long hot bath, whatever that means for you. There's things that we can each do to improve our surroundings and also help those around us. And it's interesting because you notice such a shift, and you notice something that just feels right. It just, for me, it feels in alignment when I'm helping. And that, again, that could be myself. So, if I need to maybe clean my space, and that's my way of helping my my mental health, having a clean space, reorganizing. It's silly, we each have our little things that work for us, that we know that help us kind of get centered. And right now it's important, especially because the energies, the way that we are, each of us experiencing them, can be at times disruptive or can bring about symptoms that we don't really know how to deal with or how to process. So people talk about ascension symptoms, light activation symptoms. So there's a lot of different names that are given to a lot of the different symptoms that we experience as we go through our process of awakening, of evolving, ascending. And the thing is that we have a lot of help along the way, and there are many things that we can also do to help ourselves during this times when maybe we're feeling a little out of balance. And one of those things that I talk about, and hopefully most of my videos, is going out into nature, listening to this wonderful radio that nature gives you for free. You don't even need to adjust an antenna or or have any sort of device to listen to it. It's free and it's available to all of us. And there's numerous studies showing the benefits of listening to animal sounds, of being out in nature, of even just going for a gentle walk, and how healing that can be. I find that a lot of the times, especially when you go on walks by yourself, those can be very healing walks, where you just kind of focus on your body as you're walking, and pay attention to what's coming up for you. There's like walking meditations that you can find. But even just beyond that, just being able to just go out in nature, that's very refreshing and renewing for a lot of people. And I know I say that a lot. I'm always constantly reminding in these videos to go outside and play, go outside and get some fresh air, get some sun on your skin. And back to what I was saying originally, was that even doing something like that is something that improves all of creation. Everything that you do reverberates, and it spreads out across all life, and everything that you do does have an impact on life. And so the good things that you do in this time, and the good things that you can do to help another, is something that has an impact on the world and has an impact on everything that is. And so I encourage everyone to do so, to take care of yourself, to help others if you can, to make a difference in the best way that you can. And it's like, look around you, how can you help make this world a little bit better? What can you do? Because realize that even though a lot of us have been disempowered, and and a lot of us don't necessarily feel like we can make a difference, we can make a difference. All of us can make a difference. If it's not just in your immediate environment, but it ripples out. The effects are felt. And it's for me, I feel like, for example, when I do something nice for myself, where I'm taking care of myself, again, it sends out a message to the universe of how I view myself and what I'm expecting, and also listening to yourself. So for example, if your body's telling you that you need to rest, or your body's telling you that you need to move, listen to that. And a lot of that I can be difficult for a lot of people who do not communicate, are not in communication with their body, or feel that they are not in communication with their body. Because in fact, we're all in always in communication with your body. So for example, you get a little ache. That's your body telling you something. You get a little feeling in your stomach. You get little flutters. That's your body telling you something. So we're always in communication with our body. Our body's always talking to us, and it's important to realize what we're sending out and what we're putting out, and that what we are putting out can actually make a big difference in the world. So a lot of the symptoms that I have noticed and that I have been feeling that stand out the most recently is my senses are just a lot, I would say, sharper, more sensitive. So for example, my hearing has become very, very sensitive to sounds that didn't really bother me before. It's like I have to listen to things a lot quieter. I'm noticing that I'm wanting to spend more time in quieter environments, in more peaceful environments. I am an introvert, and so I guess that kind of makes sense, but it's almost even more so now. I'm just wanting moments where I just don't want anything on. I don't want the TV on. I don't want anything on. I just want to just be in silence. So I have noticed that. I have noticed some eating changes, just feeling less hungry, feeling more in contact and more connected to life in general. So for example, feeling more connected to my team, feeling more connected to my source. I had, it's so crazy because it's like we have this thing where we want to connect with our source, with God, or with our higher self, and we think that we're not always in connection with that aspect of ourselves, and yet we're always in connection with that aspect of ourselves. We're always speaking. Who do you think listens? Who's observing and who's listening? And so that's always there. It doesn't go anywhere, but we have this illusion of having that aspect of ourselves, or having ourselves somehow seem separate from us. Anyways, I will end this video now. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Bye-bye.